Hi guys, Other Snake here. How's it all going? I forgot to say the Dynasty Snake bit, but yes, we shall carry on. As you can see me messing around with some operations on the screen. But yes, hello and welcome to this Call of Duty Ghosts commentary. I'm not going to tell you, it won't be in the title, it'll be a complete surprise. But to tell you this, it's not a sniping gameplay, it's actually using the FAD. I think this is one of the very first games I played with the FAD, but as some of you might not actually have this map, I am playing Domination on free-for-all. The only way you can play this map as, I believe at the moment, is through Ghosts Mosh Pit. So I'm kind of unsure what to use, but I'm choosing the FAD. Using sleight of hand, quick draw, and I couldn't see the other ones. But usually my setup is very sort of similar perk-wise to all my other sort of classes. And I'm also running support kill streaks, which is going Satcom, Night Owl, and Oracle. So yes, this commentary is just sort of like a basic one to say, once again, I'm apologising for the lack of consistency with the uploads once again, because I am terrible and I have been overly stressed out with trying to make sure that I'm working to my deadlines with college and everything, and it's just, I can't dedicate enough time to making videos for the channel at the moment. It's difficult. I want to, it's just, yeah, too much distractions and everything, and it's just getting in the way, and I'm obviously disappointing you guys. So with that, I mean, I've got my unboxing video, which I recently did for both Ghosts and the Xbox One. Probably like to mention that this is actually Xbox One gameplay. So why not let's talk about the Xbox One in general. So yes, as most of you would know, I presume most of you would know, Xbox One came out on the 22nd of November, and I actually got mine on the day, and as in my unboxing video, I had a lovely lady called Cat come and deliver it to me. So shout outs to DPD and Cat, if you're listening, we love you all. So yeah, since then I've been pretty much hands-on with playing Ghosts since on Xbox One, and I'd say I'm loving it at the minute, really. Connection, I have not seen a fault with it really, apart from I have noticed a few times where you still sort of feel like you're blatantly shooting someone. You hide around the corner and they're still somewhat shooting you, so their bullets kind of curve around Matrix style. But with that, it's just a bit, I don't know, I guess it's sort of like teething into sort of the servers and everything for Call of Duty, but I wouldn't say at the present time, I don't really know. I could be false here telling you this, but I don't know why I went a bit funny accent then. But I'm pretty sure that is not dedicated servers at the present time. But then again, something to argue against it is that I haven't noticed, I mean it might have happened, I have not yet noticed a host migration. So yeah, presumably there has been, there could be dedicated servers, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, overall my experience with the Xbox One, I am loving it so far. It's crazy just how quick it moves, well, transitions between like playing a game to switching to Skype, to switching to Netflix, to going back to the game with it still running. It is fantastic. It's just so, it's such a more fluid experience compared to the 360, because you're sort of talking to the 360 where it can only really do one thing at a time. So I mean, if you wanted to quickly, well then again, if you wanted to message someone you can, it's very simple. But say if you did want to hop onto Netflix, watch a video for instance, and then like, oh, friends are ready to play some Call of Duty, they invite you, like you'd have to boot up Call of Duty and wait another 5 or 6 minutes or so. With Xbox One, as long as you've got Call of Duty booted up initially, you could go to Netflix, you can go to Internet Explorer, you can go to Skype, and then you could just instantly switch back, and the experience is just so much more fluid, and just no loading times pretty much now, just between each application, and it's very much a Windows 8 sort of styled experience. And I haven't really spoken much about Windows 8 as a whole on my channel, but I don't know if I've really gone into depth about my job as well. I'll let you into that as well. So as my Saturday job, I mean, I've been doing this for over a year now. I am actually a sales assistant at a electrical sort of like home electrical goods, so like your TVs, your sort of laptops, and more sort of like domestic goods, so you've got your irons and everything like that, and sort of cooking equipment. So I am a sales advisor at that. With that, I mean, I'm sort of based with more the sort of technological sides, because I know a lot about tablets and computers and such, compared to everyone else at the shop. I've had a lot of hands-on experience with Windows 8, and it's very much the sort of experience you'd find on Xbox One. Your tiled-based experience with mainly turning the Xbox One into a sort of like an app machine. So everything you run is an app. So games are now sort of apps, but I mean, obviously you've got your discs to put in, and it just shows up like an app. But yes, Windows 8 I think is fantastic. Just again, it's that similar sort of experience where you can just switch between the different tiles and apps, and it's a very fluid experience, and Windows 8 is so much better than Windows 7 really for what it can do. But I mean, it's just the familiarity with Windows 7 makes it much more appealing as opposed to Windows 8. And I'm going on a tangent really here, but talk about Windows, but I mean, it's very sort of similar experience as I keep going on about it, and I almost get a quad feed. It split this then. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Overall, I would say the Xbox One, I'm enjoying it very much. There's still a few niggling problems. I was watching a video by Outside Xbox, the original guys who were with Inside Xbox, who used to create video content for the 360. Which I did really enjoy it. I did get well, not upset, but a bit disappointed when Microsoft kind of axed them from the video store on 360. But it's sort of like very sort of like teething issues which are niggling with the Xbox One at the present time. So the party invite system is a bit overly complicated. It doesn't seem to be very sort of easy to grasp, and I honestly think the messaging system from what 360 used, so a message from well, yeah, as you would send an invite, it would send it through the messaging service. I think that's a much better idea to do it like that, as opposed to what Xbox One does. It's really hard to explain how it does it, but you sort of create a party as you would on 360, but with that you don't sort of jump straight into a party chat. You're literally just a group of people, like, and when you send out an invite, you kind of send out a mass invite to the party, which I don't think is a great idea. But it's still an 8-man party as you would on 360. But it's just a bit more complicated to go around it, and then like switching party chat on and off, and I just think it's overly complicated and it doesn't really work that well. So I think for something like that, Microsoft could really look into sort of doing a messaging system as they did with 360, because I just think that's a much more simpler, and it's a much more familiar system to what everyone else has been used to. Other than that, another niggling issue I've noticed, that I don't know when my controller's about to run out of battery. On the 360, if you just press the guide button in the middle, it will tell you just above sort of like the guide menu, just sort of like a little indicator to how much battery's left in the controller. Once again, the Xbox One controller takes batteries. It's also got a play and charge kit available on the market, but it's honestly, you just have no idea when you're needing for batteries, or in need of batteries, should I say. Fortunately, I had a wired controller for 360, which I much preferred. Spacing behind it was just nicer to have for your fingers. Oh, another triple feed. Can we go for a quad? Quad? No. But yeah, spacing was much nicer, and that's what you get with the Xbox One controller now. And it feels so great in your hands. It's just so ergonomic and hand-friendly, if you want to say. But yeah, I mean, my user experience with the controller, I think it's a fantastic controller. Apart from the guide button for the going home, I think that's a little bit dodgy. But otherwise, the D-pad's fixed, thank God. I got so, well, not frustrated, but for things like GTA switching between the characters, the D-pad was so bad to use on the 360. So at least that's fixed on here, on there, yeah, on here, Xbox One. Otherwise, I think the triggers are fantastic. Call of Duty doesn't take advantage of the impulse triggers, so the little rumble motors within the triggers, they do not work. But things like Forza, they've actually built around having that included. So I think it would be a very sort of simple update for the Xbox One to include the rumble within the triggers. Whether or not Infinity Ward's going to do that or not is another question. But again, the feature of it is fantastic, and I think it would be very good. Once again, it's probably going to drain your battery very bad. So that comes back to I'd like to see a battery indicator. But yeah, overall I would say that I'm happy with the Xbox One. I wouldn't say I'm ecstatic about it. Graphics are noticeably better. YouTube will not do it any justice at all. But yeah, for what supposedly said that Xbox One's running on 720p native and upscaling to 1080p, I couldn't really tell a sort of major difference, but maybe I'll see with a PlayStation 4. But yeah, overall, if anyone's hesitating to buy the Xbox One, I'd probably wait a little bit to get the Xbox One, simply because the games out there isn't great. If you're looking for sort of like exclusivity to the Xbox One, that's probably the better games. But I think next gen will really be here once Titanfall has arrived on the Xbox One. But apart from that, I mean, literally the games I've got so far, I've got Call of Duty Ghost, as you can see, and I've got FIFA 14. So as we're at the end of this commentary, I kind of rambled on a bit, but hopefully it was a very interesting one. It's a very scatty one. It's 75 to 21. That's a bit of a fantastic kill-death ratio for what I'm usually used to. Went a bit ham. But yeah, once again, this has been a commentary by Dynasty Snake, or Adder Snake. And I'll try and keep better with the uploads, be a bit more consistent. So I'm currently trying to get Snakebites 19 ready for you guys. So if you're patient enough, you might see it. So yes, I've been Adder Snake, you have been my subscribers, and I shall see you all later. Take care.